a formation very similar to the dreaded 4-2-1-3, but it isn't actually the 4-2-1-3, and it is the formation you are looking at right on your screen right here. Yes, it is the 4-3-3 number 3 variation. So it is the 4-3-3 with the 2 CDMs and then a central midfielder. But before we get into the custom tactics, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can please hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So without any further ado, let's get into the custom tactic. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC25 coins, please go and check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code WOLF at the checkout for now a massive 8% off your order. Link is down below. Go now. Now remember, the code will also be the top pinned comment down below in the comment section. So if you just want to type in the code, you can copy and paste the code from the comment section and you will get my custom tactics that I'm using with this formation, play for play, bar for bar. You don't even have to change anything, of course, unless you want to tweak a few things yourself. And it will also be in the last 30 seconds of the video as well in the video. So tactical preset, of course, is going to be custom. I don't know why you would use anything other than custom on the tactical preset. It is the 4-3-3 defend or the 4-3-3 number 3. So it is the 4-3-3 normal, but instead of like a flat midfield 3 or a cam, we have 2 CDMs and then a central midfielder, which does play very similar to a cam. Now, the build-up style, you do have 2 options, okay? Option number 1 is the option that I am now using on all of my custom tactics now, and it's something that I did use at the start of FC25, but have now kind of gone back into it over the last few weeks, and it is counter on the build-up style, yes. This approach encourages players to get in behind the opposition's defence as the team transitions quickly from defence to attack. So when we lose the ball, our team will run back very quickly into our defensive structure, which makes it very solid. But then when we win the ball, they will break forward very quickly and make a lot of penetrating runs in behind. It's very, very, very overpowered and definitely something I feel like you should be using. But if you don't like that, like I've said in a lot of my videos just the other way around, balanced is also very good. Balanced is what I've been using a lot over probably since like the middle of the game until a few weeks ago. I love balance, but I do think now personally counter is more overpowered and more broken in my humble opinion. Now, with the defensive approach, there's actually 3 options, okay? Option number 1 is, of course, the option that I am using, and that is aggressive with the 95 line height. If any of you don't know what this does, every single pro player uses this. You will have seen it at the Premier League last weekend. Every single pro will be using 95 depth. It automatically presses, automatically offside traps for you, and then you don't drain your stamina. It's very, very, very glitchy and very broken, and it's why I like to use it. And don't be scared of the line height. The line height doesn't really feel like 95 a lot of the time. It really doesn't. Like, it's not this complete YOLO Spurs Ange line, you know, where it's just ludicrously high. It's not that. It is just a little bit higher than kind of like the 50 or the 75, and you can press a lot higher. But if you are someone that does struggle defensively, and that could be everyone watching this video, 10%, 50%, 75%, 2%, it doesn't matter. If I'm talking to you right now when I say you struggle defensively, give either 70, which is high on the defensive approach, or 50, which is just balanced. Give one of them 2 a go, and then also let me know in the comment section down below if you have changed anything, because I love to hear what you do say. So, as we get into the player roles, they aren't what you see on the screen. This is very, very, very glitched. Both the left winger and the right winger are both on inside forward and balanced. I do sometimes play roaming, especially when I was trying out the 4-2-1-3, but having now gone to inside forward and balanced, I do think inside forward and balanced is now better. I don't know why, like, I don't really understand what's happened with it to make it this so much better, but I do now think that inside forward and balanced is definitely better on the left winger and the right winger. Because we're only playing one striker, that striker, of course, is going to be on advanced forward and attack. That will never really change. Poacher is very, very, very good though, but I don't think Poacher's good when you're using one striker. I don't think. I think Poacher's something that you need to use when you're using 2 strikers in like a 4-4-2 or something like that. You notice with the green, like the green highlighted sections, with advanced forward and attack, then that front 3 in general is like highlighted quite green. With Poacher, it's not. They will just stay up front, and I don't think that's good when you're using one striker. So that's why I think I know advanced forward and attack is better in this formation. The centre midfielder, though, this is something that you need 100%. Your central midfielder needs to be on playmaker and attack. Like, that is so, so key. Like, your central midfielder will play as a cam in this formation. It will play very similar to the cam in the 4-2-1-3 or the 4-4-1-1. So playmaker and attack. Playmaker and roaming is good though as well, if you want to give that a go. Like, playmaker and roaming is very good. I do like that. But for me, playmaker and attack does just work better in this formation. Now, because this formation is in general a little bit defensive, and it is a little bit defensive, you can afford to have both of your CDMs on deep line playmaker and build up. Yes, deep line playmaker and build up on both your CDMs. And if you read what the build up does, when set to build up, the deep line playmaker will move forward and offer a passing option to support attacks. We need that in this formation. I need my CDMs, both of them, to push up a little bit more to get forward and help us out in the attacking phase of play. Because we've got a central midfielder rather than a cam, that is so key in this formation. In my humble opinion, of course, but that is what I'm using on both my CDMs. Now, of course, because of the 4-2-1-3 meta, which I absolutely despise, even though it is the best formation on the game, and it is the best formation on the game, both your left back and your right back need to be on fullback and defend. They need to be, and it pains me to say because I am such an advocate of overlapping wing backs and stuff like that. I absolutely love having my wing backs and fullbacks overlapping, helping us out in attack, trying to get an overload down one side. I absolutely love that in FC FIFA games. That is how, if I was a football manager, I would play with my fullbacks. But because of the 4-2-1-3 meta, we can't. If we have a overlapping fullback or an overlapping wing back, my opponent will 95% of the time be playing the 4-2-1-3. We may lose the ball in transition and my wing back is out of position. My opponent's left winger or right winger isn't tracking back. They will play one through ball into that winger and all of a sudden they are in on our goal. So we need to play with both our left back and our right back on fullback and defend. Trust me, I hate it as much as you. Like, I hate having to play my left back and right back on fullback and defend. I really do. Both centre backs though are just on defender and defend. I'd never really change that. That is what they will always be on. Then the goalkeeper though is going to be on sweeper keeper. So sweeper keeper on the goalkeeper with them balanced on the focus. And you see with the ball, very similar to the 4-2-1-3 in terms of how this plays out. The two CDMs will push forward a little bit more because of course they're on deep line playmaker and build up. That will help us out with the attacking phase of play. You've got the nice front three kind of like in a steady line there, so you will get a lot of like passes across the box to your left winger, to your striker to your right winger, etc. Centre mid playing as a cam, nice in that number 10 position, and then the back four in general, nice and easy. And there you will see the code as well, which, remember, it is the top pinned comment down below. So if you do just want to type in the code, you don't even have to change anything. But like I said, let me know in the comment section down below if you have changed anything, because I like to understand like what little tweaks you've made. Do you copy my custom tactics, literally play for play, bar for bar, or do you make a few little tweaks for your personal play style? You know, I'm always intrigued. But thank you for watching, YouTube. That is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Drop a comment down below, and if you can please hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.